to him that worketh not, but believeth.
But him that worketh not, but believeth.
But believeth on him that justifieth.
Hold on. Hey, Edomite, don't come up. Hey, Edomite. Give me that in Mark 3, 4, and 15. This is what the devil does, man. Mark 4 and 15.
Come right in the midst of your shit. Just running her damn thin lips, man.
Mark 4 and 15.
Hey, brother, listen to this. Please.
And these are they by the wayside,
Listen, bro.
where the word is sown.
Where the word is sown.
But when they have heard, Satan, who? Satan.
What is this thin-lipped devil right here?
Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that is sown in their heart.
Don't do that, dude. Don't call me Satan, man. That's fucked
But
up.
she's an Edomite. Why are you even listening to her? The Lord sent her up here to take away the word. That's Satan right there, man. That's a damn devil right there. You see, we sitting here reading, she's talking over the Bible. You're not supposed to talk over the words of God.
You don't do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to take it there.
You're a devil, you're going into slavery. Did you know that? Give me Romans 9 and 13 real fast, man. We're going to get you up the street. Give me Romans 9 and 13. Let's see how God feels about your redneck. Read.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written.
Because you keep running your mouth. You don't want to be a good, obedient dog, so we're going to send you up the street. Read. Are you going to be an obedient? Are you going to be obedient? Are you going to be obedient and shut your mouth? Yes or no? Are you going to be obedient? Read.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
You need to go get some ointment for the herpes on your lips. Read.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved,
Jacob have I loved,
but Esau have I hated.
God hates you. You can get your ass up the street.
That's right.
We're done with you. No, Esau, but Esau is your daddy, though. But Esau is your daddy.
Esau is not
Yes,
my
he is your
daddy. You don't know my
daddy. Give me
lineage.
Malachi 4 and 1.
Oh my
1
God.
and 4.
This guy
I think it's 4 and 1.
thinks he knows everything.
You're an Edomite. What is your nationality?
See?
Hold on. She's what? She's Jewish?
I'm
Give me Revelation 2 and 9. Let's see who you are according to the Bible. Let's see. You're an agent, ain't you? They sent you up. Who sent you up here? Who sent you up here, agent? No, you're an agent. Read.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9.
Make sure you're getting this devil on camera, man. Read.
I know thy works.
I know thy works. Hey, brother, listen.
Brother.
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty. But thou
Hey,
art
brother, listen to who she is. Read.
I already know these scriptures.
Revelation 2 and 9.
I know
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty. But thou art.
Hey, all right, just be quiet.
I'm good on the
And I know the blasphemy of them.
I know the what?
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
And are what?
And are not.
And are what?
Put on the synagogue. Put on the synagogue of Satan.
What is this devil?
I put on the synagogue of Satan.
We're the synagogue of Satan, man. Why would the Jews need sunscreen?
So let's check this out. Since you called me out for no reason.
No, because you came up here running your mouth. We was talking to him, and you wouldn't shut up. Are you going to shut up?
And then you called me Satan for no
Hey, come on.
reason.
Hey, brother, come on up
No
here.
reason. I was
Okay,
talking
can you
about-
just fall
I
back?
was talking about Levi and the Haitians.
That has nothing to do with you.
Yes, actually.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So
What does this have to do with you?
Why?
No. What does this sign have to do with you? Hey, y'all, move over to the
Are you going to
side.
let me talk?
Yes. What does this sign have to... Tell me what this sign has to do with you.
Are you going to yell at me or you let me say something? Okay. So when the government just recently started deporting the Haitians out of all people.
Move over a little bit more.
You're not going to listen. So,
We all listening. Talk.
So when the
Dog.
government came and started deporting everybody, the reason why they were
Hey,
the
y'all,
most
keep it down.
aggressive, the reason, let me say this.
Y'all stay in order, man. Everybody just stay in order.
The reason they were the most aggressive with the Haitians and throwing them out more than anybody else, this is why. The reason why was because Hillary Clinton was trafficking people in Haiti, and when the Haitians came here to hold our government accountable for it, they were more aggressive with them more than South Americans, more than anybody from Mexico. It's all online. They were aggressively taking them and throwing them out. That's a fact. So I didn't know that the Haitians were part of the Levi tribe.
Now I have a question. We just listened to you. Now, what people did that to them?
It was a sect of the government. I don't know.
What
The
people, though?
government
What
was
race of
taking them
people?
and throwing them out.
What race of people?
It was ICE So they were hired agents that was putting their hands.
What? Are you going to tell me the race of people?
They were different races. I mean, they were
predominantly what race? What race was government?
Black, white,
What's the dominant race? What's the dominant race of people in the government?
Most of them are white.
The U.S. government. So that's your people. Your people did that to us. You know that's in the Bible? In Deuteronomy 28 and 68. No, that's in the Bible.
But this is all like an attack on me for some reason with you. Why?
No, God is attacking you, and God got a punishment for you.
Like, why are you making this
Read this.
personal?
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
You're just as guilty as your people that did that to them. Because that's your people.
Let me ask
You know that?
something.
Do you know that?
Let me ask you something. What about the Moor invasion into Spain? Do you guys want to talk
What
about?
about, no, I want to talk about your people. No, listen. No, you're trying to defer. You're trying to defer. I want to talk about some people putting my people into slavery and hanging us from a tree. How do you feel about your people making us pick? How do you feel about your people hanging us from trees and having us picking
I don't agree
cotton?
with that. I never.
What should happen for that?
What is what?
What should happen to so-called white people for what y'all did to my forefathers?
I never ever thought.
Because you know how people, do you know how people are still traumatized by that?
Yes,
and you guys are living good off of that? So you guys, y'all are just as guilty as your forefathers, right?
That's right.
So you should be punished for what your forefathers
That's
did.
So what do you feel like
Give me
should
Lamentations
happen?
5 and 7.
So what do you feel
We're going to
like
read the
should
Bible
happen?
and see. Give me Deuteronomy 30 and
So
7.
what do you feel should happen?
I'm going to show you with the Bible.
So you feel that white people today should pay
I'm
for
going to show you what God
reciprocity?
says.
Lamentations
All right.
5 and 7.
Bring it out.
Our fathers have sinned.
You see, our forefathers sinned in the wilderness 5,000 years ago, and we got to pay for it even to this day.
Our fathers have sinned and are not.
They're not here anymore.
Yep.
And we have borne their iniquity.
And we bear their iniquities. We bear their sins. You got to bear the sins of your fathers. We're going to show you. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses,
The same curses that he put on the Israelites.
will put all these curses upon thine enemy.
Upon who?
Upon thine
The
enemy.
Lord said the same curses that he put on us for what our forefathers did, he's going to put the same curses on you guys for what your forefathers
I've read
did.
the Bible.
Hold on, we're going to show you one of those curses. Read what you got.
You can read it.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold.
Shall be what?
Ye shall be
What is
sold.
fake Jew going to be?
Ye shall be
You're
sold
going to be sold.
unto your enemies.
For what?
For bondmen
For slave men
and bondwomen.
and slave women.
And no man shall buy.
You're going to be our slave. The Lord going to put all these curses on you. Yes, you are going to be our slave. Yes, you are. We're going to have you picking cotton. And since you want to run your mouth, you're not getting no sunscreen at all. You get zero sunscreen. You got some? You ain't getting nothing. That's what you think. And that's the, you know what? That's the pride of your heart, though. That's that
I
pride.
never agreed with any of this. I never agreed with that.
This is Psalm 68 and 3.
That's
The
crazy.
wicked are estranged from the womb.
The wicked are what?
They are estranged from the
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies.
Speaking what?
Speaking lies.
Hey, can y'all move back? Just move back a little bit, because this
So,
is too
so
loud.
again, I'm gonna go, but why do we not have the Moor invasion into Spain and the 12
We're talking
tribes
about
still
you.
here?
We're talking about you putting our people into slavery.
No, hold on. I'm mixed. First.
No, you're not. There's no such thing as mixed. What is your
I
dad?
don't.
According to the Bible, you know who your dad is. No, we go off of what God says. We go off of what God says. Have you ever seen a tree? Have you ever seen a tree with mixed fruits on it?
I will tell you.
Have you ever seen a tree with mixed fruits on
That
it?
one of the 12 tribes is not on this board. That's
Who?
what I'm gonna say.
Which tribe is
All
that?
of Spain that the Moors and Cush invaded.
Yeah, this devil is
They invaded
this devil
all
right.
of
Read that
Spain.
again, man. This goddamn demon right here,
You
man.
got Puerto Ricans,
You're
you
a
have
damn demon, man. You're an Edomite.
You
Read it.
have Uruguay Incans.
You're a damn Edomite. Give me Malachi 4. Give me Obadiah 1 and 18, man. Hey, listen to this, devil.
You don't even have.
After we put you in slavery, your ass gonna be extinct, man. You're gonna be in the science museum. Your ass ain't gonna be nothing but bones and dust. Read what you got. Obadiah 1
And they
and 18.
raped the women of Spain.
1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for a step. For what? For a step. That thick ass you're gonna be for a step. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken.
Your ass is grass. Your ass is gonna be extinct, man. You going into slavery, and we gonna burn your ass up off the earth, man. But wicked fruit will no man pursue, man. Coming up here with them damn lies, with them thin pink lips, man. No, it's too late. She can go. Yeah. Hey, go back to Romans 4 and 3.
Talk to him, huh? Know who he is. Well, yeah.
You on this side, bro? Huh? You know what?
I said, I don't want nothing. I live, you know what?
What did you tell me you was?
You know what? You a gangster. You say you a gangster?
Yeah, I'm saying.
You're a gangster. Oh. Back to you, brother. Read.
Romans chapter 4 and verse 4. Now to him that worketh is the reward, not reckoned of grace, but of debt. Verse 5. But to him that worketh.
Remember, if you living just by the commandments, then you owe a debt to the Lord that you cannot pay back. Read.
But to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. Even as David also describeth the blessed.
Jump down to 11, so your faith is counted as righteousness, but you gotta have some works to go with it. Give me that in James 2:17. Read it.
Verse 11.
Because Abraham is like the poster boy for having faith, being saved by faith. But Abraham was obedient to the Lord. Remember, he was going to sacrifice his son. You know what I mean? Because the Lord, why did he do it though? Didn't the Lord tell him to do that? Even though he didn't do it, the Lord was just testing him. He was testing his faith by his works.
But even his son had faith.
Even his son had faith.
His son was like, hey.
But their faith was works based though. Read that.
Verse 11. And he received the sign of circumcision, a seal of the righteousness of the faith which he had, yet being uncircumcised, that he might be the father of all them that.
Because being circumcised physically was a commandment. But you know, Abraham wasn't physically circumcised. But you had Jews that were physically circumcised.
Interesting. I totally, that slipped my mind. So Abraham wasn't circumcised.
He wasn't physically circumcised in the flesh, but he was circumcised in the heart. Remember, circumcision is that of the heart. You got to get circumcised by the heart, because you're going to have Jews that are physically circumcised keeping the commandments, but they're going to be destroyed because they don't have faith. They're not circumcised in the heart, in the mind, in the spirit. Read.
The faith which he had, yet being uncircumcised, that he
wasn't circumcised physically,
that he might be the father of all them that believe.
What?
That he might be the father of all them that believe. Though there be not circumcised, that righteousness might be imputed unto them also, and the father of circumcision to them who are not of the circumcision only, but who also walk in the steps of that faith of our father Abraham, which he had been yet uncircumcised.
So his righteousness, his belief was counted for circumcision, right? Now read this though. Don't get it twisted though, like a Christian, because they'll take Paul's writings and twist it up and make you think that you can sin. Read it.
James 4:17.
Bring it out.
Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead.
Is what?
Is dead.
You can't have just faith with no works, or just have works with no faith. You gotta have both. Read.
Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone. Yea, a man may say, thou have faith.
So a man can say, hey, I got faith in the Lord. Like a Christian, I got faith. Amen, Jesus. And then they go eat a pork chop. Read.
And I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
He said what?
I will show thee my faith by my works.
You need to show the Lord your faith by your works, by being obedient. Read.
Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe.
Because the devils believe. So how can you, what is your faith without works? The devils believe. Read.
The devils also believe and tremble. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son?
Read that again.
Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had
You
offered?
see, Christians will never read that. Abraham was justified by his faith, by his works, when he was going to offer up his son. Read.
When he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar, seest thou have faith wrought?
Because if Abraham would have did something like a Christian, I'm not giving my son up. I believe in you, Lord. I don't got to give my son up. He wouldn't have been counted as righteous.
Oh no, yeah, God would have been like, okay.
Yeah, you ain't showing me. You're not showing me. You're not being obedient. You're not listening to me. So you got to have a combination of both. Keep reading.
Seeing thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect.
Was what?
Was faith made perfect.
By works. Read that again.
And by works was faith made perfect.
By your works, your faith is made perfect. Your faith is not perfect without works, man. That's right. You gotta have works to have a perfect faith.
It's true human psychology too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like literally like if you have faith, like true faith, obviously it's gonna actually manifest in your subconscious mind that will control the behavior in your whole everything that comes with that.
And you're naked when you're in sin.
But I want to go somewhere because this is actually going to be more of a learning lesson for me. But you guys have.
We only got like 5 more minutes.
Oh, perfect. Because I just want to go somewhere so I can actually like learn. You know, to turn this into a learning thing. Can we go somewhere where it shows like a definition of works, kind of, or like an example? Because obviously we know that the laws and commandments are works, but I personally don't have like a verse for that. You guys have a verse?
Hold on, verse for what? What are you saying? What's your verse?
That the law he wants to show works of like the biblical law and stuff like you do.
Or examples. Well, not really that. So what I'm saying is like, so faith without works is dead, right? Because you gotta have true faith. Because true faith will, it all just.
Your faith. You're gonna show your faith by your works.
Yeah,
your faith is gonna manifest itself.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is
law that the works has to do with the law.
Yeah. Do you got?
What is the works? We got a verse. Give me Romans 2:13.
Because I know that it.
And give me Romans 3:31. Give me Romans 2:13 or 3:31. Read it.
Romans chapter 3 and verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid.
Do we make void the law through faith just because we got faith?
God forbid. Yeah, we establish the law.
Read what you got. We got to establish the law. Read.
Romans 2:13. For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
Is that what you're asking?
So you just read Romans?
Yeah, they both read Romans.
Yeah, okay. So now I see.
So Paul is telling you over and over and over that you gotta have both.
Yeah, because I asked Romans.
But what he's saying is you gotta have faith first, though. Faith overrides anything because you can't please the Lord without having faith. But you still gotta have the works to go with it. But you're not gonna be justified by your works. You're gonna be justified by your faith, by your works. Obedience. That's the point. Being obedient. That's the whole point. And you gotta do this too, though. Give me Matthew 22 and 36. Give me James 2 and 8. These are important too right here. These two right here.
22 and what?
Matthew 22 and 36.
Matthew 22 and 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
You know what the greatest commandments are, right?
Yeah, don't put anybody else basically above God. Don't put any other thing above God.
No, listen.
No, that's not?
It's all good, bro.
Oh, really?
Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God.
Do what?
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God.
Read 1 John 5 and 3 real fast. We're going to show you how you love God.
Wait, ain't that what I just said?
No, well, there was more. It was more than one. It's more meat on it.
Okay. So we're doing line, precept. Okay, cool.
1 John 5 and 3. So you got to love God. That's what he just said. 2 greatest commandments. One of them is loving God. You know how do we love God?
We're about to learn.
Read 1 John 5 and 3.
Look at the sword. 1 John 5 and 3.
You all the way in Romans and Corinthians. You got to go all the way back. Close to Revelation. First John is close to Revelation.
Stop working at
Go all the way. First John.
1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God,
This is how you love God.
that we keep his commandments.
Doing what?
That we keep his commandments.
Because a Christian will try to trip you up because they know it's 613 commandments, and they'll tell you there's only 2 great commandments. Well, loving God is keeping all the commandments.
Okay.
But he's going to explain that in Matthew. Read. Start again from the top.
Hey, that's like a verse within a verse. I mean, it all is. But
Because the Bible's not going to Matthew's not going to tell you all 613 commandments. He's summing it. Yeah, he's summing it up. Keep all the commandments. Read.
Which one did I supposed
22 and 36.
to?
Matthew 22 and 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God
Remember, loving God is keeping all the commandments.
with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love the neighbor.
Thou shalt do what?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Read.
On these 2
On
commandments
these 2 commandments.
hang all the law.
Read that again.
On these 2 commandments hang all the law.
On these 2 commandments hang all of the law. You got Christians that'll say, oh, it's only 2 commandments we got to keep, but yet they hate their own people.
No,
But all the laws hang on these commandments. You're going to love your brother. You're not going to sleep with his wife. You're not going to suffer sin upon him. You're not going to lie on him. You're not going to steal from him. So all of these 2 great commandments goes back to all 613. So you got to keep all of them. Hold on, read.
James 2 and 8.
Bring it out.
If ye fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, ye do well.
Ye do what?
Ye do well.
You got to keep all these commandments. You got to love your brothers. And I'm going to give you 2 more, then we're going to close it up real fast. Give me 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Give me Sirach 6 and 36. Read what you got.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
With what?
With unbelievers.
You can't be out here with unbelievers, with wicked Negroes, man, and dealing with wicked ass women. You can't. You have no business hanging around wicked ass people if you believe in the Lord. Righteousness and wickedness, they don't mesh, right? It's like water and hot grease. Read.
For what fellowship?
Because if you're hanging around a wicked ass person, what you think is gonna happen? You're gonna fall into folly. You're gonna go off. You're gonna start going on. How you can't hang around a nigga that's rolling blunts all day? You're gonna get tempted. You're gonna start hitting that blunt. But if you get around some brothers that's reading the Bible all goddamn day, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna start reading that Bible all day. Read.
For be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship?
What?
For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness?
You can't commune with darkness if you're of the light. We're of the light. Sirach 6 and 36. Now read this. This is the last one. So you got to get away from wicked ass Negroes and wicked ass people, man. You got to get around brothers of understanding, brothers of the light. Read.
Sirach 6 and 36.
Bring it out.
And if thou seest a man of understanding,
If you see a man that has understanding like you see now, you see him, you're looking at brothers of understanding. We got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Give me Psalms 111 and 10 real fast. Psalms 111 and 10. Psalms 111 and 10. Psalms 111 and 10. Keep reading it.
and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto
Do what?
him. Get thee betimes unto him.
That's how the Lord sent you up here. The Lord said, if you see men of understanding, get besides him. Don't just, whatever, get a couple of scriptures and then go back into the world, man. You want to press that brother. You want to get on his heels. You want to hit that brother's phone up. Hey, Nahor, he takes this scripture right here. He applies this. If you look at my phone, I'll be hitting me up asking a billion questions. He asks a billion questions every day, yeah. But that's what you're supposed to do. When you got a man of understanding, you gotta get on his heels. You gotta ask him about verses. Hey, what does this scripture mean? What What does this mean right here? You know, what is the new moon? What is the Sabbath? You got to ask questions, man. Read. You got to the Psalms 111 and 10. Read it.
This is Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The what?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments, his praises.
A good understanding do they that keep his commandments. So you got to get around brothers that's keeping the commandments that have understanding. If you're hanging around brothers that ain't keeping these commandments, you're around the wrong people, man. Finish reading what you got. And if Sirach 6 and 36, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee, man that's keeping these commandments, right? Get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. You got to get on his heels. That's what it said. Get on his ass. Text him, call him, ask a million questions. Read. Wear out his doorsteps.
Move in.
Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord.
Let what?
Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord.
You got to meditate in these scriptures and have your mind on the ordinances of the Lord. Constantly, all day, continuously, day and night, man. But all praises to Yahweh. One more precept, read it. See, that's the spirit right there, man. Read.
This is Matthew 5 and 48.
Bring it out.
Be ye perfect. Be ye what?
Be ye perfect.
Be ye therefore perfect.
Remember, being perfect is believing in the Lord and keeping the commandments. Yeah, you're gonna fall, but the Lord is looking at your spirit, your belief, right? You're not perfect. None of us is perfect, but he's looking at your spirit, though, and your obedience, right?
Even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Come, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Kum Yashua!
Come, Yeshua.
Kum Yashua!